Welcome. Good afternoon, families, friends, staff members, community members. Thank you for being a part of our graduation ceremony today. Let everybody find their seats because I will now say, please rise for the graduates of 2023. Thank you. Please stay standing now for the national anthem.
At the twilight's last
You may be seated. Ladies, gentlemen, faculty members, our honored guests, most importantly, our graduating class of 2023, it is with great pride and honor that we're good. That I stand before you as the Executive Director of Utah Virtual Academy and extend my warmest congratulations to this incredible class of 2023. This is a momentous occasion, one that marks a lot of years of hard work and dedication and perseverance. Utah Virtual Academy was established in 2008. Today is our 14th annual graduation ceremony. We have We have 200 members of the graduating class of 2023. Of the 200, yes. Of the 200 members, you all come from over 75 cities across the great state of Utah. Thank you so much for your journeys and choosing Utah Virtual Academy as your school of choice. We even have several students that have completed all 13 years of their educational journey at Utah Virtual Academy. Way to go. Choosing online education, y'all have navigated a digital landscape, adapting to a rapidly evolving world, harnessing the power of an online realm. You've learned the importance of the adaptability and flexibility. You've learned the value of self-motivation and discipline and the responsibility to manage your own time and your own schedules. We have learned the power of connection and the ability to foster meaningful relationships within a digital environment. And of course, we're going to take just a minute, because we wouldn't be sitting here if it wasn't for a wonderful community of fabulous adults and caregivers that have helped you achieve this incredible feat. First, we're going to go to our UTVA staff. Staff, would you please stand? Can we say thanks? Thank you. Behind that screen, and this is only a small representation of the 150 staff members at Utah Virtual Academy that make it possible to deliver education in an online environment, and they are experts at what they do in their craft. Thank you, team. All right, graduates, behind you all is a significant community of people that care about you, that have helped you arrive on your journey today. Please turn around and thank them. Congratulations, class of 2023. We have a great program agenda lined up for you all. First, I would like to acknowledge and congratulate our salutatorian, Jasmine Matalolo. Jasmine has proven to be a strong representative of all our cultures through excellence in her studies. She has been tested many times throughout her years in school and has come out on top, well, second to the top in this case. Congrats, Maddie. But she is still our shining star. With the opportunities provided by UTVA, she has found a new love of academics through concurrent enrollment program, where she's been able to attend many college classes in person, on the campus of Utah Tech and completed the phlebotomy program at Dixie Technical College in St. George, Utah. She was awarded a merit scholarship from Utah Tech, but has decided to leave home, spread her wings, and attend University of Utah in the fall. Congratulations, Jasmine. We will now hear from our valedictorian, Maddie Call. Maddie Call is being honored as our valedictorian for class of 2023. Maddie currently serves as UTVA's 12th grade student body president. She is a member of the National Honor Society and has worked hard to earn many college credits through UTVA's concurrent enrollment program. Maddie will earn her associate's degree from Utah Tech University this summer. Maddie is team captain for the Kearns High School swim and water polo teams. She was awarded Academic All-State Honorable Mention for the fall of 2022 water polo season and earned 5th place in regionals for her 500 freestyle and swim. Maddie has received the Merit Academic Scholarship from the University of Utah and plans to earn her bachelor's degree in political science. She hopes to then attend law school to become a criminal defense attorney before going into politics. Maddie Call.
Welcome, y'all. I'm so excited to see you all here tonight. Tonight, you come in here as seniors, but you leave as graduates. I know your journey to get here was difficult and very trying, but there were people who helped you to get here, namely your friends, your teachers, and your family. Your friends made school goofy. You got to hang out and do fun things with them. Your teachers, especially teachers like Mrs. Melody Morris and Mrs. Rebecca Glover, were very inspirational, and they wanted you to succeed in class and in life. Your family has been with you through thick and thin, and they have always and will continue to always be there for you. However, life is not full of sunshine and rainbows. We've all had difficult times in our lives. We will continue to have these times. Sadly, we were born in the generation that has to fix everything. We have to fix everything for our children and their children and so on. We are the scientists who will find a way to reverse global warming and help heal the planet. We are the doctors who will find a cure for cancer and who will end the extremely painful cramps that periods bring females. We are the teachers who were inspired by our teachers to teach as well as they did to make the next generations brilliant and powerful. We are the politicians who will help to set everything right. We will give women back the rights to their bodies, and we will fix the healthcare situation so people don't have to choose between spending their money on food for their family or spending their money on getting the medical care they need to survive. However, even though we will do all that, we won't have an easy time in life. There will be countless setbacks. There will be tears shed over problems that don't seem fixable. There will be pain and suffering, but you will survive. You will survive because that's what this generation does. We all have our problems. I've suffered from depression. Does that make me any weaker? No. Does that make it any harder to survive? Yes. But I don't let that determine who I am. I don't let that determine who I will be. I'm not stupid. I know that life will continue to throw hardballs until I am weary and feel as though I cannot continue. However, as Gloria Gaynor sings in her infamous song, I will survive. I will continue to do my best forever. That's all anyone can ever ask of you graduates, is that you do your very best. To ask anything more of you is unfair. There will always be people who try to shove you down. There will always be people who think they're better than you. There will always be people who try to make you feel like you're gum on the bottom of their shoe. But you know what? You're not. You're important. Maybe that person doesn't think you are, but you don't have to be important to everyone. In difficult times, think about who loves you, who wants you to continue. You'll find that the list is quite lengthy. And if that person who's making your life miserable isn't on that list, so what? Who cares? Don't let that get in your way of being who you are. Don't change yourself just so you can be good enough for this person. Be yourself. As you graduate today, know that life won't always be easy, but there are things and people that make it possible to get through this constant struggle and to come out on top. Remember these people, especially as you walk across this stage tonight. Remember these people as you sit back down and get accepted. Remember these people as you leave a graduate. Don't forget to thank them for all that they've done for you. If thanking them means an email to each and every one of them, do it. If thanking them means a huge hug at the end of the ceremony, so be it. Don't ever forget who will always be there for you. Keep the moments of joy that you have with them in your hearts at all times, so that when you're down and you feel as though nothing can get you back up, you can reflect on the happiness you felt. You can feel the warm smile on your face. You can feel the pain and aching in your heart go away to be replaced by warmth and comfort. This will help you to get through the toughest situations. Graduates, I wish you the best of luck with all of your life's endeavors. I believe that you will go out and conquer the world. I believe in you. Remember to always do your best and to keep the people who you love in your mind. With those words, I leave you. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Maddie. Next up, I am so excited to introduce you to our keynote speaker, Representative Candace B. Perucci. Candace B. Perucci serves as the House of Representative for District 49, Riverton and Harriman. She's the youngest female legislator in Utah's history and was elected in a special election at age 27. Representative Perucci is chair of the Standing Education Committee, vice chair of the Conservative Caucus, and chair of the Republican Women Lead PAC. Representative Perucci also serves on the Government Operations Committee and Public Education Appropriations. Prior to her legislative service, Candace worked as the development director for the Sutherland Institute, a conservative think tank that focuses on faith, family, and free markets. Previous to working at Sutherland, Candace was the director of the Community Relations for Congressman Chris Stewart, where she oversaw community outreach, military academy nominations, and military and veterans casework. Over the years, Perucci has worked on presidential, congressional, and local campaigns. In addition, Candace is a former board member and flight leader of the Utah Honor Flight, a nonprofit dedicated to taking veterans to visit their monuments in Washington, D.C. Candace received her bachelor's degree in political science with emphasis in American government from Utah Valley University and her master's degree in public administration from the University of Utah. Candace is currently adjunct professor and teaches American government at Utah Valley University. And one more thing I would like to thank and acknowledge Candace for is this past legislative session, Candace sponsored a very important bill. A bill that promoted school choice and also gave a significant salary increase to our educators. Representative Candace Perucci.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. It's a long bio. I'll have to check the website and cut it down. I appreciate that, though. Thank you, everyone. Congratulations to Utah Virtual Academy's graduating class of 2023. This is really exciting. As someone who has spent my legislative service advocating for school choice and the need to empower parents with more learning options for their children's education, I'm so grateful for incredible school programs like Utah Virtual Academy that allow students to enhance their learning experience and meet their educational needs. I firmly believe that supporting education means supporting the best approach for educating each individual child and empowering parents in our state. So thank you, Utah Virtual Academy, for the important work that you do. Today, I've been asked to share some of my thoughts on how you can hit the ground running as graduates and leaders. And I am so excited by the energy you feel in this room and as you're walking in. The feeling you're feeling now, you don't feel at any other point in your life. And you'll always remember this moment, this excitement, the terror, the anticipation, and all your family here to support you. There are 4 things I want to leave with you today, and I know I'm standing between you and getting your diploma and also going probably to dinner with your family and celebrating, so we'll keep it to just 4 things. But the first thing I would say is to remember to exercise your courage muscle. Now, my undergrad is in political science. I am in no way a biologist, and obviously we do not biologically, technically have a courage muscle of an organ like that in our body. But I am convinced that when we are brave, and the more we are willing to be courageous and to do hard things, that we become stronger and more capable at taking on the next task ahead of us. In her book, Rising Strong by Brené Brown, she said, we can choose courage or we can choose comfort, but we can't have both, not at the same time. I have a very vivid memory standing up to my bully in 7th grade. He'd bullied me in 6th grade, and in 7th grade, I just wasn't gonna have it. His name was Bubba, and the more I think about it, he was pretty brazen to be a bully and have the name Bubba. But he was so rude, and I remember the first time I stood up to him and feeling this flex of a courage muscle inside of me. And after that, I ran for student office every year. I won in 6th grade. I handed out candy, and the song Aaron Carter, I Want Candy, was very popular at that time. It was a winning campaign strategy. I don't know how the school let me just hand out candy for votes, but it worked. And in 6th grade, I was on student council. But I will tell you, after that, I ran every year from 7th to 12th grade. I always made it to the final round, but I didn't win. But I found other ways to lead and be involved. And then, after many years of working and thinking I would always work for a candidate, it took a lot of courage to decide to run. At 27, with a 6-month-old baby, I just completed my master's degree, had a baby during my finals, and several months later, the legislator for my district resigned. And I felt like it was the right thing to do, and I'd grown up in my district and wanted to represent it. And even though you know something's the right thing to do, you still are terrified. And that's actually when you know it's the most important thing you should be doing, when there's this feeling of terror, but knowing that you need to have courage. But I worked hard, and I listened to the people and did my very best to share my vision. I was elected. And there have been issues that I've been able to tackle that I will forever be hated by some people. And I have quite a few keyboard warrior trolls who follow me on social media that are always quick to point out what they view as my flaws. But it takes courage for us all to engage in this world and try and make a difference. And courage makes us better people. It invites our better angels to stay with us a little bit longer on our shoulders and help us make another right decision, and to lean into our uncomfortability and to grow and progress as individuals. Okay, so exercise your courage muscle, right? It sounds like this group of students has done that plenty already as you're ready to graduate. The second thing I would say is don't let failure stop you. So Winston Churchill said, "Success is not final. Failure is not fatal. It is the courage to continue that counts." There are great things that have been brought about in this country and our world by people who are resilient. Some pretty important ones. So George Washington, he technically lost more battles than he won. But most importantly, he won the war and had a winning strategy and comeback victories at the Battle of Trenton in 1776 and Yorktown in 1781. Had he given up in the beginning, when the British first took New York during the Revolutionary War, our country would look very different. Susan B. Anthony fought for women's suffrage her entire life, and she died before women actually had the ability to vote. Her success was realized by the suffragists who followed in her footsteps. I don't know if you know this, Abraham Lincoln lost his first election in his run for the Illinois General Assembly. He ran for the state legislature and lost. He went on to become one of our country's greatest presidents. Walt Disney's first film studio lasted 2 years before going bankrupt, and he went on to build the business empire of Disney. And Dr. Seuss had his first book rejected by 27 different publishers before it was accepted and printed. He went on to publish 60 books and had a net worth of $75 million when he died. You did all right. These are great people whose stories you wouldn't know had they stopped after their first failure. So don't let failure stop you. Number 3, there's no replacement for grit, hard work, and resiliency. A lot of success that will come in your life comes from being willing to be the last one to leave, outworking the competition, and doing your very best. If you're going on to do an internship, as I hope you do if you're going to college, and you're asked to staple papers, make it the neatest, most best stapled papers you've ever done in your life. And I promise you, you'll get bigger projects as people come to know they can trust you with more meaningful assignments, and they know that you're gonna work hard. You've all worked hard to get here. You are reaching a major milestone in your educational career, and you should be congratulated for your hard work. The last one, decisions are made by people who show up. So I represent 48,000 people in my district. I saw Representative Corey Malloy in the area as well. He's one of my colleagues from Utah County. We represent about 48,000 people in our House districts. And on a good day, I'll have about 15 people show up to a town hall. Now, if people are really upset, you might get about 50, but half of them generally aren't from your district. And then if you look at the elections, a little over 13,000 people voted in my last race, which had some of the highest turnout we've seen, out of 48,000. Elections are decided by people who show up to vote. So in work, at school, in life, you will find that major decisions are made by people who take the time to show up. So make the decision now, 1, that you're going to vote, 2, though, that you're going to be one of those people who shows up. And you will have a magnified voice in your community and at work because you made the effort to show up. Your age is not an issue. For so long, I thought, I've got to wait until I have gray hair, I have all my kids, they're all grown up before I'm going to run for office. But that's not the case. You have a valuable perspective now and ideas to bring to the table. And you are the generation that's going to have to fix a lot of things, right? And you need to make the decision now that you want to be a contributing member of society. There is a speech that President Teddy Roosevelt gave in 1910 that I actually have hanging on my office wall in the Capitol, and it's called "The Man in the Arena." And I want to share it with you because it's really critical. And at this moment in your life, I want you to decide to be in the arena. But Teddy Roosevelt said, "It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles or where the doer of deeds could have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who without error and shortcoming, who strives valiantly, who errs, who comes short again and again, because there is no effort without error and shortcoming, but who does actually strive to do the deeds, who knows great enthusiasms and the great devotions, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the triumph of high achievement, and who at the worst, if he fails, at least he fails while daring greatly, so that his place shall never be with those cold and timid souls who neither know victory nor defeat." So I encourage you to get off the bleachers in the stand and jump into the arena. In whatever you do in life, be a doer. Make the decision now that you want to be in the arena and that you want to be brave, and I promise you will be much happier at the end of the day. And while you're in the arena, just know there are plenty of people who are going to sit in the stands, and they're going to criticize you, and they're going to be unwilling themselves to get in the arena. And in those moments, just remember our good friend Taylor Swift's wise words of wisdom: haters going to hate, hate, hate. And in those moments, you just got to write it off as just that and not listen to the hate. There is a lot of white noise and sound that you will hear as you're trying to reach your next accomplishment. And there are always people willing to tell you what you're doing wrong. And you don't need to listen. And you don't need those people in your life or their feedback. We are fortunate enough to live in the United States of America, a country that continues to stand for a beacon of freedom. But freedom requires bravery. It requires courage and the willingness to safeguard it and teach it to the next generation. Freedom and liberty mean responsibility and the opportunity to do what's right. So we all need to dig a little bit deeper and exercise our courage muscle, keep the faith, and continue on in America's tradition of resilience, bravery, and liberty. I wish you all the best of luck in your future endeavors. I hope to see many of you serving up at the Capitol, and even sooner, you should come intern up there. And again, I congratulate you and your families on this monumental achievement. Good luck, guys.
Good afternoon. My name is Luann Charles. Utah Virtual Academy, class of 23, congratulations. You have reached a remarkable milestone in your life, and it has been our privilege to be a part of your education journey. You have shown grit through perseverance by standing strong to your goals. You have shown courage and conviction by completing your high school career with success. You are now ready for the next adventure in your life. Mr. Brian Maxwell, UTVA Board President. It is an honor to present to you the Utah Virtual Academy class of 2023 and to certify to you that every graduate attending in person and virtually who will be presented with a diploma has met the graduation requirements established by the Utah State Board of Education.
Tremendous. It is my pleasure to accept the Utah Virtual Academy graduating class of 2023 on behalf of the Utah Virtual Academy Board of Directors. Congratulations to you graduates.
We give one more round of applause for our speakers, Representative Perucci and our valedictorian, Maddie Call. Graduates, are you ready? It's game time. All right, we are going to prepare for the awarding of the diplomas. Graduates, please stand and begin to exit out of the auditorium. Madeline Call. Cade Jessup. Kai Chapman.
Kyla Stewart. Ariel Meyer. Darren Curtis. Noah Rogers. Melena Olson. Renee Smith. Ophelia Sperry. Ruben Xavier Paredes. Thatcher Mallerup. Harley Elizabeth New. Kenneth Williams. Gabriel Koyman. Taylani Tatafu. Keela Sawyer. Devaney Torres. Jet Thompson. Oz Karf. Kesley Davenport. Kimberly K. Roberts. Madison Pierpont. Taisley Miller. William Campbell. Bryce Elzy. Ty Luft Morrison. Brinley Claypool. Kaylee Abigail Gross. Andre Baena. Benjamin Loza. Emma Hernandez. Sienna Harris. Liliana Esty. Joseph Butters. Taylor Radland. Fawn Worthen. Darren Stamper. Camden Coronado. Preston Olson. Kimberly Rose Espinoza. Naima Al-Rukabi. Rachel Omer. Corinna Sample. Kelton Matheson. Zeb Rager. Aspen Dixon. Elena Curlis. Malia Weaver. Tommy Bowler. Jesse Simister. Tyler Simpkins. Benjamin Kligman. Cyrus Augustine. Alexandra Ellis. Tyler Herrera. Jordan Hamilton. Jewelry Marie Stewart. Marissa Iba. Kira Litvin. Ayana Fletcher. Mylin Owens. Alexandra Michelle Hill. Shay Turner. Angel Curiel. Aubriana Marie Whitaker. Aiden Schwartz. Porter Rowe. Sebastian Trejo Luna. Cassidy Goldrood. Daniel Thomas. Dylan James Wiley. Gracie Perret. Maximus Perret. Madeline Lewis. Taisley Hernandez. Casey Anna Bonk. Haven De La Cruz. Riker McCall. Dakota Bradshaw. Olivia Kaler. Zach Leonard. Kenneth Johnson Jr. Faith Johnson. Madison Laws. Ember T. Thomas. Haley Sparks. Raven Allred. Addison Ashbaker. Arwen Wheeler. Michael Cox. Summer Jensen. Tyrell Cox. Alexander DeSoto Smith. Everett Malin. Aspen Mon. Catherine Larson. Sydney Reyna. Gage Delker. Lorenzo Rios.
Congratulations, class of 2023. Now, we've rehearsed this a couple of times, right? Did we get it right? Are we ready to do it? Let's move our tassels from right to left. Thank you all again for coming. Thank you all for being a part of the UTVA family and community. Thank you for carrying on the tradition of online education and representing Utah Virtual Academy. We're so proud to send our graduates out into the world to accomplish and fix all the things. This concludes our programs, and if you all will please remain seated, we will excuse our seniors, graduates, first with a round of applause, and then family members out of the audience. Thank you all.